Welcome. It's about time. I've been expecting you. Although you are exactly 1 minute and 33 seconds late. That's how long you hesitated outside that door before you decided to come in. I suppose strange inns that suddenly appear out of the fog do tend to startle people sometimes. Especially heroes like you, who are sleep-deprived and weary from the road. Sit. I would like to formally welcome you to the Crimson Inn. This place has a supernatural history, which I might tell you more about later on. It appears only when there is someone in genuine need of it, but that person also has to have something I need. There has to be some form of exchange, after all. No, not in the form of gold. I've plenty of that already. And I'm certainly not after your money. Anyway, my name is Vivi. I am a demoness, and I will be your hostess for tonight. Firm handshake. You're not some kind of politician too, are you? A pleasure to meet you, hero. Oh, you never know. The last person to pass by here was both a mortician and a children's entertainer. No, the two jobs never overlapped. Apologies. How rude of me. I will remove my hood, but before I do, I must warn you that my horns can be rather startling, especially to those who have never seen them before. And you will notice a glow around the edges of my pupils whenever I get excited about something. There. Now you can see all of my face. You're welcome to stare, if you like. You must be famished. I'll have Charlie bring you some hot food and a drink. What would you like for quenching your thirst? Forest fungi soup? Swamp tea? The tears of your enemies? I could procure those if you are serious, but it would take much longer than you're willing to wait. And you'd have to do without my company while I'm gone. I was only joking. Neither of those suggestions are appetizing. All right. How about some broth? Charlie! Charlie! Could you please bring our guest some broth and a hot meal? You're a darling, Charlie. Yes, Charlie is a goblin. He might be hard on the eyes, but he is a magnificent cook. I saved him, you know. Some crazy mage went on a killing spree a few decades ago. Burnt out all the goblin dens in this part of the country. Poor Charlie was the only one of his kind to survive. Once he was completely healed, he was insistent about repaying me, so I allowed him to work for me. At first, it was just a little errand here and there. But when war broke out in the demon realms after the death of our great leader, Mesophet, the inner earth was no longer habitable. Not for those of us who desired some form of peaceful living anyway. There was a mass exodus. Loyalties were split. In the chaos that followed, it was every man for himself. Or woman. So when I got away, I decided to do what I had always done and what I had always excelled at. Serving, hosting. And I decided to bring Charlie along with me. I was one of the most famous demon hostesses back in the day. But all that I represent is outdated now. Old world charm. A good story or two. Connection and understanding. The last time I met up with one of my sisters, she said that everything was fast and edgy now. Demons don't much care for stories and a genuine connection anymore. A life of pleasure and conquest. It's the new demon's creed. Ah, Charlie. Thank you, sweetheart. He's not much of a talker, but he gets the job done. You might want to slow down there with the food. You wouldn't want to give yourself a stomachache. There. What happened to your knee? I see. The extraction must have been immensely painful. I am glad it didn't stop you from adventuring, hero. And now your adventures have brought you here, to our fateful meeting.